In today's video, we'll be talking a bit about the first generation of Pokemon. My name is Rigo and this is Trainer's Almanac, your guide to everything Pokemon, one chapter at a time. The first generation of the Pokemon franchise, the generation that started it all, began in 1996 in Japan and in 1998 in the Western world. Pokemon is mostly known for the video games and the training cards, but we're going to discuss the first generation of Pokemon related to the video games which started it all. These video games introduced us to the first 151 Pokemon. These monsters include a world to explore that is named the Kanto region, based on the prefecture or the city in Japan. The Kanto region in the Pokemon video games include a map of different locations, 150, and we'll talk about the 151 Pokemon Mew later, monsters to collect and trade, trainers to battle and advance throughout the world. Let's start by talking about the world, or the map, itself. The Kanto region in the Pokemon video games are made up of following locations or cities: Pallet Town, where the player starts, Viridian City, Pewter City, Cerulean City, Vermilion City, Lavender Town, Celadon City, Fuchsia City, Saffron City, and Cinnabar Island. Also, some notable locations that the player would be acquainted with would be Viridian Forest, Mount Moon, Cerulean Cave, Rock Tunnel, Diglett's Cave, Safari Zone, Seafoam Islands, Power Plant, Victory Road, and the Indigo Plateau. Kanto was designed to feel like a journey, small at first, familiar and safe. But step by step, it expanded into a world full of mysteries: fossil Pokemon in Mount Moon, the haunted Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town, and the corporate power of the Silphco in Saffron City. Players weren't just in a game, they were set loose in a world. Next, we're going to explain what the player would expect throughout their journey in these video games. The games introduce the core formula that defines the franchise to this day. Catch Pokemon, train them, battle them, trade Pokemon, and become the champion. The big core mechanic and slogan for these games and the franchise is "Gotta catch 'em all." So throughout all of the Kanto regions, all throughout the Kanto region, players would come across the following 150 Pokemon, anything from wild encounters, static encounters, and trading with friends, and evolving these Pokemon in various ways. Here's a list of the first 150 Pokemon that started it all: Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Rattata, Raticate, Spearow, Fearow, Ekans, Arbok, Pikachu, Raichu, Sandshrew, Sandslash, Nidoran female, Nidorina, Nidoqueen, Nidoran male, Nidorino, Nidoking, Clefairy, Clefable, Vulpix, Ninetales, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Zubat, Golbat, Oddish, Bloom, Vileplume, Paris, Parasect, Venonat, Venomoth, Diglett, Dugtrio, Meowth, Persian, Psyduck, Golduck, Mankey, Primeape, Growlithe, Arcanine, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, Machop, Machoke, Machamp, Bellsprout, Weepinbell, Victreebel, Tentacruel, Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Ponyta, Rapidash, Slowpoke, Slowbro, Magnemite, Magneton, Farfetch'd, Dugduo, Dugtrio, Seal, Dugong, Grimer, Muck, Shelter, Cloyster, Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, Onix, Drowsy, Hypno, Krabby, Kingler, Voltorb, Electrode, Executor, Cubone, Marowak, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Lickitung, Coughing, Wheezing, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Chansey, Tangela, Kangaskhan, Horsey, Seadra, Golding, Seeking, Staryu, Starmie, Mr. Mime, Scyther, Jinx, Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir, Tauros, Magikarp, Gyarados, Lapras, Ditto, Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Porygon, Omnitite, Omnistar, Kabuto, Kabutops, Aerodactyl, Snorlax, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, and Mewtwo. The first major choice you made in this Pokemon world happened in the professor's lab, who at the time was named Professor Oak. You had to choose between 3 starter Pokemon: Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. This trio became the blueprint for every generation that followed. This blueprint being the starter Pokemon would have a type advantage against one another. These typings of the starter Pokemon would include the fire typing, water typing, and grass typing. We'll go over types and abilities in a later video. As you explore through this world, you will come across many notable characters or groups. In the first generation of Pokemon games, we were introduced to a villainous team called Team Rocket. They weren't just cartoonish villains. They represented a darker contrast to the world of friendlier creatures and cheerful exploration. Following Pokemon Red and Green in Japan was Pokemon Red and Blue in North America. Shortly after the release of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green was Pokemon Yellow. That's the third iteration of the first generation of Pokemon games, but we'll talk about that at another time. The first generation of Pokemon was the start of a worldwide phenomenon that took the world by storm. This has been another chapter in the Trainer's Almanac. If you like more informative videos like this, like, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite Generation 1 Pokemon is.